Good morning people, it's Thursday and I've been cracking on and forgetting to video, so what I've got done so far is I've stripped and rebuilt these, got all the nastiness out of the joint there. Luckily they're not seized up, all the bearings are good. And these don't have the inner seals on. The inner seals have been taken off these, so that when you grease the grease nipple, it does actually grease the bearings, which is good. So they're all done. That's done. All my paint is dry. That's done. And now I'm just on my way up to Keith's to do a quick service on the other two mowers to keep them going, because it's grass cutting time. Okay, bye now. So here we are folks, it's still Thursday and I'm up at the field. The sun's just beginning to come through the clouds. It's quite a cloudy day, but isn't it beautiful up here? The home of Wicani. Right, and what we need to do today is to just do a bit of maintenance on these two tractors. This one's got a dodgy steering linkage and needs one of its belts looking at, although we think it's mainly because the belt's knackered, because I don't think there's any adjustment on them. It's the belt that drives the tractor along, not the grass cutting belt. The grass cutting belt's fine. And this one's got carburation problems. It starts okay and then cuts out almost straight away, so we'll have a look at that as well. We'll fix those two up. So when I get into these, I'll bring you back. But first, we're going to drink tea. Bye now. So here we go. Once again, as usual, I've forgotten to film. So what I've done is taken the cowl off, cleaned all the grass out of the cowl and out of the fan, because it wasn't cooling as it should do. And then I've taken the float chamber off the bottom of the carburetor, cleaned that, right, and now what I'm going to do is just finish reassembling it and we'll test it, and if it's still not good then we'll take the carburetor off and clean the carburetor out. But I think we may have cured it. Okay, I'll bring you back when we get it started. There we go. It's Haytering again. Just go. Wah! And there she goes. Lovely, right, number one done, and on with number two. One we rescued from the undergrowth. This is, it's not really the donor tractor, but it's the donor tractor for now, because we're going to pinch the drive belt off it. But it actually goes very well, but the other one has a better grass deck on it, so the other one gets used most. Right, here we go, belt off, quite complicated. And I think we can see why this oil-soaked piece of string wasn't driving the tractor forward very well. So we're going to have to look at it and see why it's leaking oil. It'll be Keith overfilling it, no doubt. Right, because I've told him under no circumstances let them run out of oil. So he's been overdoing it. It may be just that it's blowing oil out. But right, so we're on to that. We're on to possibly changing the knackered steering wheel for the good steering wheel. But first I'm going to find the new belt, which is temporarily lost. Oh, it's there. It's there. So this belt's now going back on. It's in a bit better condition, but new ones are going to be ordered. Right, catch you in a minute. Just in case you wanted to know how you change the drive belt, not the grass deck belt, the drive belt, on a Westwood. Let me assure you that you really don't want to know. It's quite an involved process. And as we go down under here, we have to remove the pin from the gear linkage, that's there, so that we can get that over, get the belt over that back pulley. We have to loosen off the jockey pulleys, which are the clutch, the two swivelling jockey pulleys that go like that when you put the clutch down. We have to loosen both those off so we can get the belt past the guide that holds the that keeps the belt on the pulley. Then we have to remove this swivelling thing here so that we can get the belt off from around the pulley, and of course you've got to remove the grass deck first as well. So it's quite involved, but once you get used to it you can do it in almost half an hour. Bye now. We've drunk more tea, the new belt is on, and the oil is coming out of this seal at the bottom here, so I'm just going to whip this dipstick tube out and nip down to the workshop and get a couple of O-rings and fix the seal so that it's not pissing oil out all over the belt, etc, etc. Right, on we go. Here we have the steering problem. The key that should be in there has fallen out and allowed the whole plot to turn. Well, we shall soon put another key in, because I've brought my little box of keys up. So let's see if we can find one. Bring you back later. So, the sacrificial lamb, the poor old scapegoat. We're trying to rob the key off, but it won't come out. And Keith's gone to get his heat gun. So we'll give it a go with the heat gun and then see if it come out. I think it is actually moving. Yeah, it's definitely moving, I think. Okay, bye now. Yeah folks, it fought us all the way, but we've got it back together. We've got the key in, tightened the steering up, greased the steering, and it should be a lot better now. So now we're going to see if we can get it started. It usually starts pretty easy, to be honest. Hang 5 and I'll bring you back. Grass, of course, is far too deep for it. Oh look, doggos! Woo, 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 woo! Yorkshire fog, mate. Yorkshire fog. That's better. Now he's got a clear way through it. Seems to be driving okay. Shut up! Thank you. Hey! Right. One word from me and they do as they like. Well, this is looking good, folks. To do with the sharp. It's Looking good. Right, don't want to watch people cut grass, it's boring. I'll bring you back later or tomorrow. Bye now. Okay. Right folks, we've done the final job. The steering wheel was slipping round, so we've increased the square with the angle grinder, just taking a bit of the depth off it, and we've got that nipped up. So that's it, she's all going again. The blades could do with a sharpen, we'll do that next time. Right, so it's 5 o'clock. I'm packing it in and I'm going home. Bye now. That's it folks, it's Thursday evening, just gone 5 o'clock. I've put all my stuff away and I'll be back in here tomorrow. We managed to finish the garden tractor just before 5. It's going great. Keith's chuffed, I'm chuffed. So tomorrow it's back on all this stuff which I've nearly finished. I've done the 3 cutters. They're all stripped and rebuilt with copper slip behind the nuts. I've just got that to clean up really, this and this to clean up. That's ready for paint, and then we'll have a painting session. I've sharpened all the blades, I've freed all the rollers off, so we're almost ready to put back together. And unfortunately the deck won't be sandblasted until Monday, so I'll be going on Monday at some time to pick it up, probably Monday afternoon, evening. And there you go. So I'll see you all tomorrow for Friday's session, cleaning stuff up and painting it. Bye now. Good morning people. It's Friday. And look what I've got back. All my sandblasting is done. You managed to get it done this weekend, before the weekend. So there we go. Nice and clean. And ready to paint. So I'm going to get some paint clapped on that straight away. He's done it this morning actually. Get some paint clapped on it before it starts to flash rust. So I've got that to do, and also in a little packet that I've put down somewhere and lost, there is the carbon brushes for that pressure wash, so I shall do that today as well. But it looks like we need a bit of a tidy up because we're in a bit of a mess. There's stuff all over the place. Right, I shall crack on with that and I'll bring you back when there's something interesting happening. Bye now. Hello again people, it's Friday still, it's lunchtime, and I've had a damn good tidy up. I think you'll agree that's a lot better, a lot nicer to work in. Right, I'm going to have a brew and a couple of rice cake snacks, and then I'm going on to paint and more paint. What I want to do first is get some paint on the underside of the grass deck, and then I might even flip it over and get a coat on the outside as well, just so that it doesn't get any flash rust on it, because it's just been blasted this morning. So there you go. Right, bloody tricycles, onward. Right, okay folks, 2 coats on the outside, 2 coats on the inside, 2 coats on the inside, 1 coat on the outside. Cleaned up and ready for painting, but I'll probably put that back on and paint it when it's on. All the rest of the bits have been cleaned up and painted, all the nuts and bolts have been wire brushed up and ready, the wheels have been done. All the bits that need painting have been painted. I've even got bits hanging up here, look. So, these will dry over the weekend, and next week we'll get it banged back together. And then the tractor is done, unless there's only one job left to do really, and that's to put a switch on the lever so that it can't be started when it's in grass deck drive. But I'll see if I can do that next week. Well, that's it folks, it's Friday night, it's glorious outside, glorious view over lovely Langtoft, and I'm packing in. So thanks all for watching, thanks for subscribing, give us a like, press that button, give us a comment, give us a thumbs up, tell me what you think, and I'll see you all next Monday. Bye now.